Hi, Society Stitchers. I'm Katie.
I'm Laura.
And happy Halloween! Actually, that's what it says on the sticker for the Day 31 gift. We unboxed ours with everybody last night, / this morning at midnight during our chat. So
the East Coasters tried to convince us to do it at their time,
but it's a good thing we didn't, because we had a couple of last minute people join us. So
it was fun.
So the item was, you want to read?
Okay. Spooky Stories Bookmark and Fob Kit by the Black Needle Society and Count Twice, Stitch Once. A fun and easy Halloween night stitch.
So Connie from Count Twice, Stitch Once, that's her FlossTube channel name, made this scissor fob with an empty tray area. There it is. I'm doing this backwards, guys. Sorry. And the kit includes some perforated paper, some DMC floss up here, and 2 full skeins of DMC down here. And then this is, oh my gosh, basalt even weave. I feel like there's another name to it, like basalt something.
Speckled?
Even.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, but there you go. That's how they come out. And I have models. You want to show your model?
Sure. So here is the bookmark.
Which you can put
backing on.
Felt, yes. Some felt backing on.
I mean, it would be fine to be backed.
Yeah.
We were debating and just didn't come up with what we wanted ahead of time.
Yes.
But I would say you probably need to be careful when you're stitching so that you don't see where it's carried through the back. And I'm going to show you the back. So you can see that where I have carried, I've made sure that I carry through the threads I've already done. So, and I mostly stopped and started if I needed to.
So then the other pattern in there, Connie also model stitched this for me, is a witch skeleton cameo.
So cool.
And it is 1/1. And she did a beautiful job. So there you go.
And look at the fob. Show the fob too.
Yes, the fob is beautiful.
Yeah. Connie is very particular about her beads, and it shows. Yes. Her care with making choices shows, because that's just beautiful.
And look, we even gave you a pair of scissors for it to go on. It just seemed perfect. I mean, a witch and her familiar. So,
and Katie came up with the idea to just do something fun like this for the last item, and
we thought it would be fun to have a Halloween start with a full kit on the last day of the month. So we know it's probably not the biggest item in the box, but that's because most of the big items we wanted you to be able to use all month.
Yes.
But we wanted you to have a fun Halloween and have a good maybe start on the day. I just knocked the kid off my lap. Okay, so we're also going to do a wrap up. So if you're like, I've already seen all these things and I don't need to see them again, this is when you should probably head out, and thank you for joining us. But if you'd like to see, again, all of the projects that we worked on and all of the progress that we made during the month on 13 Stitches of Halloween, then hang out with us. I'm going to warn you, it is trick-or-treating hour. So if the doorbell rings, Mom will be hopping up because she's right by it, and there is a bowl of candy for them.
But you guys, without showing too much, we already had a T-Rex show up at our front door.
It was taller than me.
And I got to watch them run across the street. It was the funniest thing.
And what's funny is I heard them coming before I saw them, because the T-Rex goes swish, 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 swish. Okay. I can show the progress that I made on Wicked Witch. So
are you going to show the last one? I was starting with the first one.
Well, I just figured we would pick up from, since I'm on my day 13, I would finish that off and then
I'm going to show you from the beginning if I can, because I realized that I have a list.
Oh, nice. So, Wicked Witch, and that's what I worked on last night during our chat.
Oh, And what did you find, Katie Landis?
I found out that on the pattern, she didn't include this top border here. But it's the exact same as the bottom border, so I just counted and added up and just made it work. So,
It looks so good.
ding dong, the witch is dead. That's as far as I've gotten.
And your fabric is what?
My ink pen leaked by From the Cauldron, which is by Dames of the Needle.
Mm-hmm.
Got it all. And then I'm using my own colors on this. I'm using Forest Glade from Gentle Art and Raven from Gentle Art.
Raven has a lovely green tinge.
It does. So
and
that's that.
Speaking of ravens, my first project was Nevermore by Leela's Studio. And this is not exciting. I really just made a start on it. Oh, I did get a little bit more of the border. And that's what I have. So this will be a project for a few years. And mine is on 36 count feldspar from Picture This Plus.
Okay, my first project I worked on, I got a finish. It was Rotted But Not Forgotted by Plum Street, which was in, I don't know what year it was now. I think it was 2012, just cross-stitch Halloween issue. And there you go. Isn't it adorable?
I love that one. I did that one last year. I'm hoping...
And it's in my thriller bag. Because I have a lot of other projects in that magazine that I'm stitching, and there's a lot of materials, and a big bag was a good thing.
Are there still a few of those in the shop?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
We'll have to check here in a minute. Okay, my next one was Something Wicked, which I did not finish on the day that I worked on it, but after the 13th, I worked on my projects one day, the 1st through the 13th. So after I finished all my projects, I went back and finished it. And mine is on 40 count, Picture This Plus. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I can't tell you.
You've told me, and I can't think of it
I
either.
can't think
Heritage?
what it is.
No, not Heritage.
No, because it's a goldish. But that is it. And I have enough fabric left that I will do the other one as
With the
well.
nose, bubble, double, toil and trouble. My next piece was A Candy a Day.
Another finish.
From the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This one is all my own colors, although it looks really similar to the colors called for in the magazine. I wasn't trying to really switch them up. I was just trying to use materials that I already had on hand. So there you go. He's so cute. I love him. And it's my first finished frosted pumpkin piece. Say that 5 times fast.
My next one is Quaker Crow from the Work Basket. And this is on a piece of, I think it's 32 count linen from Keepsakes. And so it's someone who dyes for them locally. And that's how far I've gotten. I love that. Look at those feet on the crow. Okay, Miss Kate.
I don't remember what my next project was. I mean, it might have been Lizzie Borden, which is by The Primitive Hair. And I'm sorry, I do not have a picture readily available, so I'll just show you my progress that I made. I am doing it on Blood Spatter fabric from Jody from Steel City Stitchers. And I have gotten Lizzie in and a start on the bee. And I've got one side of the border done. It's going to be over on this side as well. I was trying to get Borden in, and so I could go ahead and do the other border on the side. I just didn't get there. Whoop.
What are you stitching tonight?
I don't know. I've been really wanting to get back to this one.
So my next one is Misfortune by Prairie Schooler. And that's how far I got. And I'm stitching on a scrap of linen from my stash using the called for DMCs. There are only 3 colors in this, so it will be fun. And I did okay. I continued up and around that border, and I'll keep going. Okay.
Next for me was Ghastly Greetings by Satsuma Street.
I love that one.
And This is another one I really want to get back to because I kind of made a weak start on it last year, and then I got to put some more time into it this year, and I really finally feel like I'm getting it going, you know. So I started.
Once you got past that top.
Yes, because I kept having to start and restart and undo and restart and all that. So I have a really good start on these owls down here. There you go.
I love the colors on there.
It's amazing. I saw her teasing this on Instagram last year, and I was like, I must have that pattern.
My next one, we decided is called Midnight Dreamer because Katie looked it up, by the Woolly U. This was fun because this is one of their first patterns, and they didn't put a name on it. And I didn't get very far. I am using, it's either 36 or 40 count Jody fabric from the Steel City Stitchers. And it's going to be tiny. So I just have a start on that border. I may pop back to this soon and get it finished.
I was going to see if I could find my phone. Yes, I have my phone here. Here, you want to show them another one real quick?
Well, I'm not ready for the next one. I have to look.
I'm throwing her off.
I tell you what I can show you, though, because I found something else in here. I have my little thread bed from Judy's Project Bags and More with the foxes from the September box, the Cozy Stitching box. And yeah, see, it's all stuck. That's what you do with these. Okay?
I don't know if this was next. At this point it's just guesswork what came after what. So I'm gonna stop saying that phrase and just do a blanket. I don't know what came next.
The chicken or the egg?
This is probably my most disappointing start, I think, for the month. Because I was really looking forward to working on it. I think it was called Midnight Magic, and it's by Stitch Rovia, and it was in the Cross Stitcher magazine in the October issue. And I had beautiful fabric for it.
Oh.
I was so excited to work on it, and I just got busy. So this was my grand start on it.
So that'll be a fun one to get back to.
Yeah.
My next one is actually over there, and I don't have it out. But it is White Pumpkin Patch. You know what? I think I did take a picture, though. So I'll just show you a picture. There's where I did it. This is White Pumpkin Patch from By the Bay Needle Art. It's stitched on a scrap of linen from my stash. And I used all the called for, man, it is really blowing out. I used all the called for flosses for this one. There we go. And that's when I was at retreat. So I took a picture and posted it. Thank goodness for posting things on Instagram, right?
That's why I started an Instagram account, was because I was using Goodreads and it kept deleting books off of it for me, like that I had read. And I was like, wait, no, I know I read that this year. It wasn't there, so I started Instagram to
keep up with everything,
to keep track and be like, wait, did I really read it this year or last year? Okay, next up maybe for me was The Addams Family by Plum Street Samplers. And this one was one that I worked on during Friday night chat. So I actually feel like I made some pretty good progress, a pretty good start on it. But that house is solid from here on. Like even the windows are filled in. So, and it's all in Blackbird by Classic Colorworks. So I've got a lot of fill-in to do right there.
I love the little curl up on the corners. My next one was Halloween This Way by The Primitive Hare. This is probably the one that I'm most disappointed in my progress on, because I only worked on it that one day, and you're going to see.
Yours looks like mine.
It looks like this.
This is the piece that I started, and she ripped out like a line of stitches, and it basically
and I got it put back in.
Yeah, it basically.
No, I added a little more because I did get to the bottom of the sign too.
Oh,
but
okay.
But yeah, it's just one that I didn't get back to.
But okay, that kind of happened to me last year. I stalled out on it. Okay. Oh, I really liked this one. I want to get back to it because I feel like I could have a really quick finish on one of these. It is Witch's Pantry from Hands On Design, part of the Fright This Way series. And I started with Toads. That's my back. Come on, unpinch. There you go. So that's as far as I made it.
Those are so fun.
They're so tiny. Like,
You have enough to do the entire series.
All three? Yes, I very much have enough to
and
do
however
all
many
three.
she adds after that, right? So I'm sorry, were you finished
yes, I
with
am
that?
done.
Okay. My next one is Quote the Raven from the Two Familiars folio by Cricket Collection. I'm doing the crow over there. And I am stitching this with Keisha, and I just like went to town. This is still just one day of stitching. So I would love to come back to this. I just love that. This fabric, I believe, is 32 count, and it is from, there you go, you can see it. It is from Keepsakes as well. Uh-oh, what'd you forget?
I think I forgot a piece. I forgot to start one.
Uh-oh, are you going to start one today?
Baby.
What did you forget? Are you going to show us?
I don't remember pulling it out. I'm going to have to, yeah, I don't think I did. Yeah, no, it is an empty piece of fabric. It is All Hallows Eve by Leela's Studio.
Oh, and you wanted to do that one so
Right? I wanted to do this one for so long, and I didn't have the floss in, and now I do have the floss, and I forgot it. I failed.
Well, no, you still have tonight, so, you know. Okay, my next one is Very Scary by Lizzie Kate. I love this one. It's so fun. I feel like we're really blown out tonight. I wonder if we need to soften it a little bit. And I am doing mine on 32 count. It's a solo from Silk Weavers. And that's pretty close to what my fabric looks like. That's a good light choice, Kate. And I got the lettering in. I think I got "And Ghoulies That Go." So that was it for that one. And I put it in my Autumn Lane Stitchery bag. Did you hear that they're going to do some bags?
I did. I'm so excited to see what they do.
We're gonna have to be there waiting.
Yes.
To hit buy.
We're gonna be in there with you. Okay. Everybody's like, haha, serves you right.
We'll just sign up for the Bag of the Month Club, right?
Erin, please get on that. Okay, my next one is Wicked Stitcher Society. Sometimes her pattern names are not what you expect them to be, so I had to double check.
Yes.
And I made really good progress on her. I'm not going to lie. I actually wasn't looking forward to stitching this one at first because for some reason I was like, oh, it's going to be a lot of work. No, it was really easy to start with the black dress. And it wasn't like I thought all that skipping where the different colors of her dress was going to be a pain. No, it was fine. So there you go. And I'm doing it Pixie something from Fabrics by Stephanie. So it's purple and pink and glittery, and I love it.
It'll be so pretty.
It'll definitely be my piece, you know?
Okay, I was going to look real quick and see if I put that in here. Oh, it doesn't show you what it looks like. Okay, so my next one is Playing with Jacks by the Cricket Collection. And I am like 99.9% sure that I am changing out that center white pumpkin. They have an alternative that you can go look up that's free on their website, and that's what it will look like. So But I did not get very far on this. And I might end up, since I'm changing it, I might end up working on this during November. You really have to look to see where I have
Oh,
stitching.
you really do.
Um, but that's how it is on the pattern. Those leaves and things are supposed to kind of fade away so that you'll see the rest of it. So,
I'm just sitting here looking pretty and not
oh,
actually pulling out a
and
project.
that's on 36 count affogato from Fiber on a Whim. How about that? I was trying to vamp for you.
My next one is Flamingools by Ardith Designs.
Okay, there's your reminder. Do you remember seeing her mug when she brought it in?
I used it this morning. So there you go. And I got all the way around the border with the purple, and I started filling in the orange, and that's as far as I made it. But here you go. I ended up actually starting this one the day after I got the Be Stitch Me Halloween box in, and she had the perfect color silks for this piece. So I ended up pulling a couple of them to do the border with. I don't have enough from her to do the rest of the piece, but I may have silks from other companies that I could supplement. Because she even sent a black, so like I could even use the black that she sent as the flamingo. I would just have to supplement like 2 or 3 colors.
That would be fun. So my next one is Halloween Quaker by Leela's Studio. This one has been a long time whip. And I did get a page finish, which let me mark off something on my whip go board. So I worked down in this corner to get things. Sorry, am I about
You're
in your
fine.
face? And this is 32 count marshmallow fudge from Silk Weaver. So it just is a cool fabric. And I think it'll go up far enough that I'll keep most of it and you'll be able to see all that fun stuff. But I need to get more done because it's on my whip go board still. And, I would have to just catch up.
Excuse me. We don't have any crazy things going on in November, so you can stitch on whatever you want to.
I have to get everything ready for December. That's my, plan.
My next one is another one that doesn't have a ton of progress, but that's because I restarted it today. I started this one during retreat, and I was working on it, and I was not happy with the coverage because I was doing it on 32 count with 1 strand of NPI, and it looked very sparse to me, and I wasn't happy. So that was a Ghoul Tide Welcome from Plum Street Samplers. So today I pulled this out real quick.
Oh, I love this one.
Just to make sure.
Oh, I love your fabric choice.
This is Farm Eggs from Kitten Stitcher. Sorry. And there you go. Tiny start to it. But at least it's in there. And this is 36 count. It only comes in 36 count and 40 count from what I can tell. So there you go.
Okay. My next one is in the bag upside down. I love that. It's Ichabod Seabury from Lisa Roswell. And everything's going to fall out. It's this way. It says Ichabod Seabury Needful Things on the back. And this one, it's 36 count Swamp from Picture This Plus. And I worked on filling in the black around the letters that I already had on there. So it just takes a while. I'm just trying to be patient with it.
Should you do your favorite thing? Should you work on a Halloween project every 31st or the 13th? Yeah.
I probably should. I had that idea, but then I just never pulled them out. I'm going to be real honest. Halloween is not my, it's not my forte. It's not my priority of things, which is funny because I like to decorate and it just isn't the thing that I reach for. You have one more?
Yes, I do. Which is funny because Halloween is like the thing that I buy the most of and want to stitch the most of. My last one is actually a finish. which means that I may pass the stash in this one instance because this pattern is no longer in print. It is Hallow Game Board by the Primitive Needle. The designer passed away, and I'm getting this correct, right? Mom's the one who told
I would
me.
have to look it up.
I'm pretty sure I've already looked it up, and yes, she passed away. So I finished this. This is 13-year-old stupid Katie, though.
But we figured out maybe it was either in timeout longer than you think, or you started it later. It can't be, because remember, it came out later than you think.
Maybe it was like stupid 17-year-old
like
Katie.
19, I think. I don't know.
It was 2007. It was the
Was
year
it?
I graduated.
Okay.
So it was 2017. I was still 17. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, stupid 17-year-old Katie.
But you recharted it a little.
I did. So that's the other thing about this pattern. She only did 7 blocks across. I wanted
because 7 is a magical number, right?
I I wanted it to be functional because I like to play chess and checkers and all that. So I recharted. I made it 8 across, which that was not hard. But then I added some space up here at the top between the different elements and adjusted a little bit. So. And because I got so close to the top, there is supposed to be a line underneath this witch, but I ended up removing it because I didn't feel like it was necessary to make the pattern make sense.
And it was more necessary to leave a little bit at the top, a little extra.
So there you go. I love it. I think it turned out really well. I don't think you would know that I deviated from the chart too much looking at them. So, and it was my first ever piece with crescent colors, which is now Classic Colorworks. It was right when they started.
Yes. Okay. This is not really my last one. It should have been in the middle, but it's the one that has been my 25/7. And it's Pumpkin Joe from Mosey and Me. And you guys have been listening to my saga of Joe's pants. And I looked, and you guys, I put in over 1,000 stitches this week on Joe's pants, but they are done. So now I can move on and work on some other things. But poor Joe.
Poor Joe.
And I love him. He's so cute. Obviously, he's my 25/7, so I will keep going. But I am hopeful that the rest of it I can get finished in the next week or two.
We all cheered when Joe got pants last night.
They had the biggest laugh. I had to put in 350 stitches to give Joe pants.
She did a lot more than 25 minutes, but she was determined that Joe was not going to be out there in the cold with no pants tonight on Halloween.
Yeah, poor Joe.
Poor Joe. Okay, after conferring with Miss Landis over here, Mrs. Landis,
and the spider,
I am going to give this away. So if you would like to be entered to win the Hallow game board, say it include $9 in your comment below, because that's how much this pattern initially cost me.
Okay, do you want them to do the numeric form $9?
Yes.
Because you'll have to search for comments. So with the $?
Yes, $sign and a 9.
Oh,
together.
Okay, wait. We'll just write it down. I have a pen and everything. So you want it to look like this. Right?
Yes.
Okay. This is what you are putting. Leave it to Katie to make it difficult.
Yes.
So we're going to make sure that you can see that.
But, well, if you do win this, I would appreciate it if you do not sell it. This is a pass the stash, because I know that this is a sought after pattern that people really want to stitch. And because the designer can no longer financially benefit from it, I'm okay with passing it on. But I would prefer it if it continues to be passed on and not profited off of.
It would be fun too if you would tag us, and then when you pass it, if you would get them to tag us, then Katie could see it.
Yeah, the traveling game board.
That would be fun. #traveling game board.
So there you go. I hope that you guys had fun watching these videos. We've heard good things. So we had fun filming these.
Yes.
There were a couple of days where we were like, oh my gosh, we forgot to film and it's 10 o'clock at night and we're not awake, but we're gonna do this. So thank you for bearing with us even through those videos.
And if you have stitched along with us for the 13 stitches of Halloween, let us know how you did. Make sure that we know what your name is on Instagram, because we'll go look at the hashtag and look you up.
Yes.
So I have not put any of mine on the hashtag. I need to take pictures and put them all up.
I don't post to the hashtag on Instagram because my cross stitch account is the business account, and I don't really feel like it's appropriate for me to post there. Not that I'm not supportive of Athena and her hashtag. I won't be posting the 12 stitches of Christmas on Instagram either. I might do it in stories.
Maybe
but...
we'll have to take our daily pictures together.
Oh, so you can post it on your account?
I'll put them all up. What do you think?
Okay. So that leads to, we are not going to be completely gone for the month of November. We did not have a box ship out in October, so there's no unboxing video going up tomorrow. Items from the Trick or Treat box are going up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time. It is days 16 through 31. I believe there's only one item that's not appearing in the vault in some form.
Okay.
But I will tell you, most of the things have like 2 in stock or 3 in stock.
Yeah, there was not a lot left over of this.
No. And that's going to be the true of the Nice List box too, because these are expensive boxes to put together, and I try not to have excess quantities of things hanging around with these, especially. So be there, get what you want.
Oh, okay. I just looked, and yes, we were talking about this earlier. The Thriller bag is still available for a few of them. There are a few of them out there. And if y'all don't buy them, then I'm going to have multiple Thriller bags because I love it.
And she'll be happy with that. Yeah. So anyway, I got sidetracked though.
Sorry.
Oh, not your fault. I sidetracked myself there. We will be back in November because we will be hosting our own hashtag 12 Days of Stitching on Instagram and here on FlossTube. And it's
for December.
Yes, it's for December. It starts December 1st, and you can do whatever you want with it. What we're going to do is choose 12 different Christmas and winter projects. They can either be new projects or they can be whips. This is what we're doing. I'm going to reiterate that because you can do what you want for this. And we're going to stitch at least one day on each of them. I'm probably giving all of mine at least 2 days just because the math works that way fairly well. Mom has talked about she liked getting all of her 13 done at the front of the month, so she might do that for her 12.
Because then I came back and I really focused on projects and I just stitched until they were done.
Yeah.
So, and at this point I have 12 whips that I could work on. So I need to look and see, is there something I really wanted to start that, you know, I need to do. And I'm thinking about the things that are in the nice list. And I'm thinking there are things that, yeah.
She wants to get done with her 12 so she can start the things in the nice list.
Or I start them in November and finish them before Jennifer Gorski ever gets them.
Well, she's going to get them in a couple of weeks because we're shipping that box soon. So you'd have to be really fast. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat there.
So will we come back in November to do a...
Yes. But real quick, sorry, back up.
Wait, finish that thought because we just left it hanging.
I will stop. I will do it.
You'll circle back.
Okay. But, so we're doing 12 different projects. You can do a single project and work on it for 12 days of the month. You can do 12 minutes on it every day. You can do 12 stitches every day in December. You can do whatever you want to participate in the 12 days of stitching.
I think Keisha did 13 hours for
Trick or Treat.
And she was finishing that up today. She just had a little bit of time left to put in.
That's kind of what I did last year because I didn't have time. And I did have 13 projects, but I basically put an hour in on each one of them, and that was it. So
she's doing that in addition to the other things that she has out. And I was going to say, you could see, if you wanted to see what she did, you could come check out the Pattern Queens FlossTube to see that.
Oh, look at you. Look at you just promoting yourself over there. So now I'm supposed to come back to
that we'll do a video.
Okay, yes. We will be back in November here to do a video and show you what our 12 different projects are going to be for each of us.
Mm-hmm. And I have a question. Oh, maybe I'll ask you a question in the next video.
Oh, okay.
Because we've already asked you a question for this one.
Okay. So we will see you guys in November. That's not too far away. That's a few hours away.
Yeah.
But we won't see you tomorrow. We'll probably take tomorrow off from filming. So, because we got a lot of wrapping still to do for that nice list box.
And I have to dig around and see what I think I want to work on.
Yeah, I'm probably going to revisit a lot of the projects that I worked on last year for the 12 days of stitching, but I actually finished a lot of them too, so I have to add in more from to last year's batch. So with that, we could ramble a lot if we wanted to. But we're going to say, have a wonderful evening.
Happy Halloween!
Yeah, happy Halloween! And yeah, stay safe.